2 of them surrendered rather quickly. The other 2 in the bunker needed some encouragement.
Добре, добре. Покажи рука. Покажи рука. Все добре. Alright. Я не буду стріляти. Не швидке. Американець, я не дуже понимаєш російські мова. Сюда. Все хорошо.
My name is Blue. I'm part of 63rd Brigade, part of 3rd Army Corps, and I've been in Ukraine for 9 months now. Before I arrived in Ukraine, I was a Marine for 4 years in America. Marine Corps training is known for being on more difficult end of things. Its boot camp is around 13 weeks, lots of screaming, lots of running, lots of pull-ups, push-ups, exercises. It's more of a warrior culture than it is, you know, we're not soldiers in the Marines, we're Marines, we're warriors, and we take pride in having, you know, the shitty end of the stick, you know, having the hard job. I chose to go infantry because if you're gonna do the Marine Corps, why would you do anything other than infantry? And with that experience I gained in the Marine Corps infantry, I was able to utilize all of those skills here. So I'm part of 63rd Brigade, and I really love my unit because, you know, at this point, they're my family. I've fought with them, you know, I've bled with them because I came here to fight for Ukraine. I came here to help Ukrainians. So I'd rather be in a Ukrainian brigade, and knowing that in my brigade that we're all committed to the fight together, it's important to me, you know, to know that everybody is on the same page when it comes to being committed to this fight. So on this particular mission, we were tasked with clearing a bunch of bunkers in the forest, a bunch of blindages, Russian positions, going out looking for them, ambushing them. One of the bunkers we came across had some Russians in it, and unfortunately we took a casualty. His callsign's Lorax. He's from Canada. Fantastic human being. And unfortunately he was my kind of like my Northern Star, you know, like it was his first time being in the military, but he was very competent, and he was hurt when we were clearing this position. We ended up having to take him back, and the next morning I took a team of about me and 3 other guys, and we went back to where he was hurt at, and there was 4 Russians in that area.
You get him? You got him? Сюда до мене, Пітер! Покажи рука! Покажи рука! Сюда! Ти будеш живий! Сюда! Покажи рука! Давай! Швидке, швидке! Сюда до мене, сюда до мене! Тут. Сюда. Эй. Не понимаю. На коліно, будь ласка. Добре. Не понимаю. Не стрелять. We won't. Не. Все добре. Don't. No стрелять. Не стрелять.
Я назад не смогу руку вот эту завернуть. У меня она сломана.
Не. 300? Ты 300?
Я уже давно 300, да.
Да? Да.
Нога, рука и в голове осколок. Тут пластина стоит.
Сколько? He said he's hurt.
Мы только пришли, мы зайти не успели, да. Зайти не успели.
What? They gave us another position? All right.
Где мобил?
Мой рюкзак. Zip ties.
Держи их на прицеле. Не трогай, сейчас мы сами достанем. А мы на точке, я сюда. Я как был ранен в красотке. Я как нет.
Sarah?
Да. Да, вот здесь. Выходит, 13, 28.
На Троянда? Thank you. All right. I'm gonna give these guys cigarettes, and then I'm gonna check that bunker. That's a two. Смачно. У вас є запальничка?
А?
Запальничка? Де?
Нет.
Не? Добре. Alright. Це наше? take these guys. Ukrytia na Dereva.
2 of them surrendered rather quickly. The other 2 in the bunker needed some encouragement, so that's when I dropped 3 grenades down into their chimney. Waited for some of our FPVs to come in and hit their doorway for us, knock their door down, and you know, make my life a little easier. And after that, I went inside.
O, dobry. Покажи рука. Все добре. Alright. Я не буду стріляти. Не швидке. Я американець, я не дуже понімаєш російські мова. Сюда. Просто 2. Добре. Хорошо. Сюда. Все хорошо. Все хорошо. 2 більше. 2. Все добре. Сюда.
The Russians I took that day were your run-of-the-mill meat wave unit, you know. They didn't have armor on. They weren't prepared. Their rifles were rusty. Typical Russian infantry. Came here for a quick buck and got captured instead. And that's honestly the best case scenario for them. But that's what they normally look like out there. I've run across a lot of Russians, you know, walking around in that forest thinking that they own it, without armor, without a weapon. And it's a bad day when they run into us, you know, not prepared.
Huh? Keep him? Oh, dobre.
This was not my first time capturing Russians. I've captured a decent amount, especially with my group. We do a lot of work out in that forest, a lot of contact. So this was just a normal mission for us. It wasn't anything special, nothing special about it to us. The difference is that we just got this on camera, and most of the time when you take contact and you're fighting, the last thing on your mind is, you know, fucking around with the camera, you know, when your life is at stake and, you know, you have bigger fish to fry. So unfortunately, we don't get a lot of footage on our missions most of the time. But in this scenario, we did get some footage, fortunately. And it's cool, you know, to look back at it and, you know, show people that this is what my life looks like. This is what our lives look like, you know, out there on that front.
Тихо. No running. No. No running. No talking. Ні говорити. Ні. Дуже тихо. Oh. I would love to. Y'all got water?
For me personally, when I capture Russians, it's just a job. There's no emotion involved. You know, just like for a bartender, there's no emotion involved when they serve somebody an old-fashioned. It's just my job. It's just our work. And it's better to not drag emotions into it, because that's when things start getting crazy. You know, that's when people start losing control of themselves. You know, maybe if I had been super angry and I had gone into that bunker and I was shouting at them, it could have caused them to freak out and shoot me, you know? So it's better to be a bit detached and just view this work as what it is. You know, it's work. It's a job and somebody has to do it. Whenever you have contact, it's crazy. Combat is insane inherently. And, you know, whether it be, you know, defending your position from being attacked by Russians, you know, and you're having grenade battles with them and they're like 10 meters away, you know, around the corner. Or, you know, you're assaulting a bunker and your buddy gets hurt. And not only do you have that issue right there, but you also have to kill the enemy first, you know, because that's the best medicine for your buddy who's hurt. Some of the most effective people on my team, the most competent, like my friend Lorax, first time in the military, but they absolutely kill it out there, and very competent individuals. So you don't need to have military experience to come here and, you know, do this job. It'll help you a lot, but I think the most important thing to have when you come here is love for Ukraine. I'm wanting to do the right thing. I think if you come here with weak motivations, you know, you want to hurt people, or, you know, you want to be a cool guy and post fucking photos on Instagram, you know, that's a weak motivation. The first time you get hit with mortars or artillery, you're gonna go home. So you need to come here truly wanting from the bottom of your heart to help this country and its people. And I think any other reason for coming here is inadequate.